Have you ever been really, really hungry? I don't mean waiting a little too long for lunch. I mean, no food in the house, no money, no help, no hope. Now imagine being a mother, and your child looks at you and says, "Mommy, I'm hungry," and you have nothing left. This is the story of a mother who thought she was preparing her last meal, but God was preparing her first miracle. The land had not seen rain for a very long time. Cracked ground, empty wells, withered crops. Animals were thin. Markets were empty. Families were afraid. Children would whisper, "Will it rain tomorrow?" But the sky remained silent. During this time, God was speaking through his prophet, Elijah. Elijah had already told the king there would be no rain, and now everyone was feeling the effect. But here's something powerful. When the world is in crisis, God still has a plan. One morning, God spoke to Elijah. "Elijah, go to a town called Zarephath. I have prepared a widow there to take care of you." Now pause. Did you hear that? God didn't say, "I will prepare a rich man." He didn't say, "I will send you to a palace." He said, "A widow." Elijah obeyed. He didn't argue. He didn't question. He walked and walked and walked under the burning sun. At the gate of Zarephath, Elijah saw her, a thin woman, slowly bending down, picking up small sticks, not big firewood, just tiny sticks, because she didn't need a big fire. She was only cooking one last meal. At home, her little boy sat quietly. "Mommy, will we eat today?" She smiled, but her heart was breaking. "Yes, my son." She didn't tell him it would be their last. She didn't tell him she had already counted the flour. She didn't tell him she had measured the final drops of oil. Mothers are brave like that. They smile, even when they are afraid. Elijah called out, "Please bring me some water." She nodded. Even in her suffering, she was kind. But then Elijah said, "And bring me a piece of bread." She stopped walking. Slowly she turned. Her voice trembled. "I only have a handful of flour and a little oil. I am preparing one last meal for my son and me. Then we will die." And then Elijah said something unexpected. "Do not be afraid." Kids, say it with me. Do not be afraid. He continued, "Make the bread for me first, then make for you and your son. For God says, the flour will not run out and the oil will not dry up until rain returns." Now that was a test. Would she trust or hold on? She stood there thinking, if she obeyed, she might lose everything. If she refused, they would die anyway. Sometimes faith means trusting when it makes no. Walked home slowly. Her son looked up. "Mommy?" She hugged him tightly. Then she poured the flour, every last bit. She poured the oil, every last drop, and she baked the bread. First, for Elijah. After Elijah ate, she returned inside. Slowly. She lifted the jar. She looked inside. Flour still there. She blinked. She checked the oil. Still oil. The next morning, still flour, still oil. Next week, still flour, still oil. Day after day, meal after meal. God was refilling what she trusted him with. Her kitchen became a place of miracles. Her home became a testimony. Her son laughed again. He grew stronger again. And every time she poured from that jar, she remembered. Obedience brought provision. Months later, clouds gathered, thunder rolled, and rain fell again. The famine ended. But the miracle in that house, it had already changed everything. That little boy would never forget. That mother would never forget. The day their last meal became the beginning of God's faithfulness. What an incredible miracle. From last to more than enough.